the founder of LLM, welcomes all of you. Today, the topic of the day is about inner child. Why we need inner child healing, what it is, what happens if we heal our inner child. We keep our session very to the point. The inner child is nothing, it's just connecting to your subconscious memories, what you have experienced when you're a child. As a child, we have gone through many experiences in our life, many. Some good, some bad. Although, as a child, when we grow up, we start forgetting things. And every impression and every experience as we gone through in our childhood leaves a mark in our energy field. Although when the experiences are good, that when we have experienced that joy, that freedom, that love, that attention, everything went well in our life. Although many times we experience sometimes that rejection, we experience that abandonment, we had experienced that our parents didn't have the time, or maybe our caretakers haven't treated us very well. Maybe our teachers hasn't responded to our needs very well. So all such experiences get locked in our energy field. They create a blockage in our energy field. And it starts from the day when our mother conceives, from the day one, when we were in the womb. That's so deep. Although consciously we don't have any memories, what our mother has experienced when we were in the womb, or when I was 6 months or 1 year old or 2 years old. However, the effect, the impact of every experience which we had experienced at that moment leave a mark in our energy field. So what happened? These experiences, which we say was not so good, when our needs were not met, it creates a blockage in our energy system. And so what happens when we grow up, when we start growing up with these blockages only, we become an adult, we just behave like a child. We just like throw tantrum like a child. We become angry like a child. We don't allow somebody to come to near us. It's just because it just happens because at that moment we don't remain as an adult, but we become as a child. Many of you have experienced that while saying if something happened in your life and you start crying, suddenly you become angry and then you start crying. It is not the adult one who is crying. It is a child. It is a 3, 4, 1 month, 1 year, 5 year, wherever that blockage is. That child is crying for that attention. That child is crying for that love. So every one of us have inner child. This is what inner child is. When we are growing up, in our growing up years from the womb, if you say it's more precisely to say it's like it continues, but definitely the major period is from the womb till the 5 years. And after that, till 20 years, it has a major impact. What you are today, how you behave today, we all behave today, it's just because of what are the belief systems, what are the patterns we have adopted in our childhood. Maybe, for example, if I am at home, you are in the room and suddenly the room becomes dark, the electricity is gone, and there was nobody to attend you at that moment, and you're very young. Nobody comes near you to attend you. Then suddenly, the child immediately feels, maybe I'm not safe. Oh, nobody is there to take care of me. So any such kinds of thought patterns which a child make at that moment leaves an impression in the energy field of a child. So what happened If at that moment the child has felt, I am not safe. So no matter what, when the child grows up, becomes an adult, maybe in his middle age also, maybe in his old age also, sometimes deep down, if some situation happens, you will always feel that I am not safe. And that's where the inner child work enters. If we reconnect, if we re-establish that relationship with that wounded child of ourselves, the healing starts happening. The healing starts happening. It's a process. It's a gradual process, friends. It's a gradual process. Slowly and gradually, you go into those memories once again through a process. There are like many processes which we'll be going to learn in those in our workshop. We will going to reconnect. We will going to revisit our memories. So where the blockage is, we will going to attend that blockage. We will going to address the issue, and we will going to release that issue. Once we are able to release and let go of that issue, we will start seeing that change in our life. As I have taken the example, if you used to feel that I am not safe, maybe when you walk alone somewhere, or maybe when you are with a group of people also, then you feel, oh, I'm not safe. That feeling, if you go into that childhood memories when you were young and you were in that dark room and there was nobody to attend you, so you go, we visit those memories, we release those emotions. We release those emotions around that incident. We heal that part. And what happened when you come out of this deep state, when you come in the later years of your life, you will start seeing that change, that shift in your life had happened. No more you don't feel unsafe. So there are many ways in which like we will be going to visit our childhood memories, like in the womb also. Many patterns you adopt from your parents, from your mother. Maybe your mother has felt something. It wasn't not your experience, but you feel it was your experience. Then what happened? You feel is happening with you. And you carry that impression throughout your life. So with this inner child work, when we revisit those memories, when we relive those memories, we become free from that. Otherwise, what happened? Maybe we become young, we have become an adult, we thought we have grown up, but then too, without no reason, we feel, oh, nobody loves me, we feel I'm not important, we feel nobody's there to take care of me, nobody listen. Such kind, so many beliefs we have. And most of those beliefs comes from our childhood, friends. So when we address those issues, what we have experienced, when we allow, when we create that space, that energetic space, so that our inner child can communicate with us, can talk with us. So we give that assurance to our inner child. We give that assurance to that inner child. Yes, I am there for you. I am there for you. As an adult, when we give that assurance, when we support that wounded child, the child starts emerging, the child starts opening up. So with this inner child work, what happens? You reclaim your own self. You reclaim your own self. The first thing which happens, you reclaim your own self. You are able to heal those traumas, those pain, those limited belief system which you are still carrying. At the same time, you become a better version of yourself. You become a better version of yourself. You become so confident. You become so courageous. You become ready to accept. You start seeing that change in your life. You start seeing that shift in your thoughts, in your emotion. You start experiencing that shift. It's a gradual work, friends. So that's why we have designed this workshop for 8 weeks, 3 hours each, twice a week, Friday and Saturday. That is starting from on Friday, where we will going to address, we will going to meet those wounded part of ourselves. We will find out whether how our child get wounded, how that inner child get wounded, and we will adopt those remedies to heal our inner child. If in your life, if you feel that you have trust issues, it's a sign that our inner child is wounded. If you feel neglected in your workspace or in your within your family, within your friends, again, it's a sign that our inner child is wounded. If you have that fear of rejection, oh, nobody loves me. Oh, if I do something, the people will not appreciate. My mother will not like. My parents will not like. My husband will not like. My friends will not like. If you have that fear of rejection, again, it's a sign that you are carrying that wounded inner child inside you. These are the signs when we connect, when we allow that healing to happen for us, our heart center starts opening. We feel that expansion because as Christ, Lord Christ has said, if you want to enter the kingdom of God, you have to be a childlike. It's that, what does it mean? That we need to have those childlike qualities, that innocence, that freedom which a child experiences, that joy which a child reflects in his or her face. If you want to realize who you are, this is one of the most basic steps we need to take in our life to heal our inner child. So friends, if you resonate with it, I have created this space, I have created this workshop as I have learned in my journey, and I'm beginning this workshop from 18th of August. The timings will be 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday every week for 8 weeks. That means we will going to do such a deep inner work so that we can reconnect, we can establish that connection with our own self, with our own divinity, which we have lost over the period of time. So if you have any queries, you can ask me now, or else we just do a short meditation to know what inner child is all about. So I open the forum for any queries. If you have, you can just unmute yourself, you can ask me. Anybody? You can raise your hands or... Yes, Manisha ji.
इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग के सबके प्रॉब्लम्स भी तो अलग अलग होते होंगे ना,
More or less
एज ए चाइल्ड.
Yes, Manisha ji, लेकिन more or less the issues remains the same of everybody. That's why everybody feels that I'm not important. Everybody feels, oh, nobody loves me. But everybody feels, oh, nobody is there to take care of me. Or when everybody is more or less, so if you get angry and somebody is not listening to you, you start crying after that. Start crying. So if we see maturity, maximum number of beliefs, maximum number of experiences, maximum number of signs is more or less common. Maybe if there are 7 signs of the wounded inner child, 10 signs, then you it's like what you say in if there are 10 signs of the wounded child, maybe you can resonate, oh, I have these 5 or I have these 7. So if there are 20 members in the group, it is more or less common for everybody. So that's Lewis. She's asking as the people are different, so maybe they are having this different issues. So what I am saying is as we have seen the signs of the wounded child, as I have explained. So what happens if there are 10 signs of the wounded child? Then in more or less cases, some of them have all the 10. Some of them say that they have 7, they have 8, they have 6. Depends on the person to person because every child is different. Every child is unique. Every parenting is different. So more or less, if we see, they are most of the common grounds which we address in the workshop. And when we connect, we heal that part. Although when we conduct the workshop, when we do the meditations, when we do the processes, where you feel that you are blocked, we will support you. I will guide you there. Yes, this is the specific thing you need to heal this part. If you feel it is not covered, you can just simply ask me. I will address that. Okay, Manisha. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Deep. Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Vandana ji.
Ma'am, in JTSI, आपने 3 aspects बोले थे. One was past lives, one was ancestral and generational, and one was के current life के childhood. So all the 3 factors apply to inner child issues also. तीनों से ही source होते
When
हैं.
we do for the inner child, we will mostly focus on the inner child healing only. The ancestral healing is like a different, altogether different therapy. It's like done in a different way. So when we are doing the inner child, we will focus primarily on the inner child only.
Which means of the current life.
No, when I conduct this workshop of inner child, as I have conducted before, I always address many of the inner child of the past lives also, because you are carrying those energy from your past also. So sometime when, as the energy flows, as the energy permits me also, because when I in the group energy, as I am guided, as I am intuitively guided, so then at that moment I decide up to in what extent I will cover that past.
कैसे आ रहा है? Also, ma'am, most of the fears, fears ज़्यादातर inner child से ही आते हैं क्या?
Maximum 3 reasons are the main, but as you have said, that inner child, ancestral, the past, and our own current life experiences also. But in most of the cases, the fears comes from our inner child only. Maximum number of fears.
ठीक है, so at least 2 areas we'll cover, and ancestral I assume आपकी एक और workshop होती है.
हाँ, or in past life is like you have what the experience you have gone through as an individual in many of the past life. Like maybe I have as a past life as a soldier, as a slave, as a doctor, as an engineer, maybe different past lives in different countries, in different regions. So they have impacted many belief systems in us. So it depends, matlab, which issue you are facing in your current life and which past life you need to address to resolve that issue.
Okay. And ancestral के आप अलग workshop करती हैं?
It's a different, completely different. I run that workshop, but it's
as
like,
and when that will get announced.
Yes, it will get announced.
Okay. Thank you.
Now I'm running. VSAN, it's like when we work on the inner child, it's like we are like working on when we have sowed the seed and we need to nourish that. When we have done the process, it is done. Like, for example, if we work on that guilt and shame of us, which we are carrying from a childhood, we will release those energy, definitely. But what will happen next is that we need to be aware. We need to do that process for a few days. That's why I will be providing the recording of the meditation. So that because any issues, any experience which you have gone through in your life, it's not one time only. Maybe not one time you have felt that I am not safe. Maybe you have gone to the market and suddenly you lost your parents. Again, you felt that you are not safe. So what happened? How many times you have experienced certain experiences in your life, you have certain incidents in your life, and how many less you have accumulated. So accordingly, we need to work on. So definitely, if we continuously work on ourselves, that's why I have kept a long 8 weeks program. In these 8 weeks, we will definitely heal a substantial part of our inner child, although the work goes on. It's if you say, I have to be very honest, it's an unending work, because if we see, it is not the inner child of a current life, but the inner child of many past lives also we are carrying in our energy field. So if we keep on working on gradually, slowly and gradually, that's why you start seeing that shift, that transformation in your life. Okay, maybe you used to feel unsafe at every place. Maybe when you're in the market, you used to feel unsafe. You used to feel unsafe in the office also. when you're alone also, when you're with your friends also. So what happens when you start working on that issue, when you start resolving that emotions which is accumulated around that situation? So what will you just start seeing that maybe now you won't feel unsafe everywhere. Maybe you used to feel unsafe at 10 places. As you have healed that part, maybe now you just only feel unsafe maybe in the few 1 or 2 places. So still, if you keep on working for those 2 places also, that will completely dissolve. That's how gradually the healing happens over a period of time. That's why the recordings will be with you. You can save the recordings and you can listen to the recordings as and when required, as your intuition, as your need guided, as you become aware. Because in the workshop, I will be like addressing many things. I will be telling you what are the needs of the child, and different kinds of inner child, our psychic abilities, which support us in the healing, and many topics I will be covering. The major injunctions which we experience as a child in our life, I will be covering that. So gradually, as we proceed, you will learn many things, and those tools will be given to you. It's like I will be handing that toolbox. I will giving you the tools. How you use the tools in your daily life, in your upcoming life, the more you use those tools, the more you will going to heal. Am I clear, Visan? Thank you. Thank you, Visan. So just, yes, Kanupriya, it will be like, we will be having like a 15 minutes break. Approximately, we will begin at 5. Approximately by 7:45, 6:45 by 7, we will have 15 minutes break. And then we continue. It will be 3 hours. It will be 3 hours only, because inner child work is a very deep work. We need to have that long period so that we can connect, we can heal, and we can allow the process to happen. So, anybody else? So let's let's do a short meditation. Let's see how our inner child is. So I request all of you to just close your eyes and allow yourself to breathe. Just feel your breath. Feel your inhalation. Just allow yourself to breathe. Feel your inhalation and feel your exhalation. No thoughts whatsoever. Just bring your complete attention on your breathing. No thoughts whatsoever. In this now moment, let's friends hold an intent. I'm ready to meet my life. Hold this intent once again. When we hold an intent, it's like making the universe know, I am ready. This work is all about taking the responsibility of our life. Because when we get wounded, it wasn't our fault. But healing is our responsibility. Let's take this responsibility. Just feel your inhalation and feel your exhalation. No thoughts whatsoever. Now just visualize the staircase in front of you. This staircase is a pathway to your subconscious world, where all the memories resides. Tell yourself, tell your mind, it is safe. It is safe to visit the old memories. It is safe to meet your own inner child. Just climb down the staircase. Just notice how the staircase looks like. Be aware of every detail you see. Just climb down. As I will count from 5 to 1, you will climb down, down, down. 5. Kalanataha shaitehe. With every count I take, you will enter into a deeper, deeper, deeper state. Maintaining your awareness, remembering all that what you see and hear or feel. 4. Climb down, climb down. As you will reach the base, you will see a door. A door which will going to lead you to the room where you can meet your inner child. 3. You are about to reach. Just reach. 3, 2, and 1. As you reach the base, just see the door. Put the hands on the knob and open the door inwards. Enter the room and close the door behind. Now, just look around and just see, sense, feel where your inner child is. What is the age? How does he or she looks like? whether he's happy or sad. What the child is doing. Slowly and gradually, come closer to your inner child. Is the child coming to you? Or is he abstaining? Just open your arms and ask the child to come near you. Hold the hands of the child. Look into the eyes. And listen if the child is saying something. What your child wants to say, listen with an open heart. Kneel down and look into the eyes. Hold the hand. Let that resonance happen between you and the child. Tell the child that you are safe. It wasn't your fault. Look into the eyes and let the child know that the child is the most beautiful creation of the divine. That he or she is the most beautiful creation. Just communicate with your inner child. Whatever you want to say, just say. Shakalanataha Shaivehi. If the child is sad, if the child is fearful, let the beautiful energy from your heart center enters the heart center of that younger version of you to release that sadness, this pain. Kalanata tautai taitai Shakalanata totanaha shotanataha shotaha shotahi. Beautiful light from your heart center enters the heart of the younger version of you healing that pain, healing that sadness. Letting the child know he or she is beautiful. He or she is loved. Tell the child you are loved. You are beautiful. Embrace the inner child. Embrace the childish. Let the child know that you are there for him no matter what. Hug your inner child. Giving an assurance to your child, to the child within, that you will visit him or her more frequently. Kiss your inner child. With this assurance, just slowly and gradually come out of this room, knowing that your child is safe. Come back, come back. Climb the stairs. And as I will count from 3 to 1, we will out of this deep state of meditation. 3, 2, and 1. Chaklanataha Shritam. Come, return back to this now moment. In this present moment, 16th of August, at your place where you are sitting, fully and completely in your body, come back. And as you feel complete, you can open your eyes and come back. Come back, friends. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Take your time. You can open your eyes. And if you feel resonated with this deep inner work to shift your patterns, to recreate again the life you desire, Light Language Meditation Forum welcomes to join in this journey of healing your inner child. We welcome you, all of you. Thank you.